What if the one thing the Dutton Ranch has been searching for all season is finally within reach? After weeks of pressure, conflict, and uncertainty, Episode 5 appears to bring something nobody expected. For the first time in a long while, the ranch feels calm. The arguments are quieter. The tension seems lower. Even the people carrying the heaviest burdens appear to have a chance to breathe. But if there is one thing fans of this story understand, it is that peace never arrives without a reason. And sometimes, the calmest moments hide the biggest surprises. The trailer for Episode 5 gives us a glimpse of a different side of the ranch, a side that has been buried under stress and struggle. The question is whether this peace is real, or if it is only temporary. As the episode begins, the atmosphere around Dutton Ranch feels different. Instead of focusing on immediate threats, the trailer shows moments that suggest the family may finally have room to think about something other than survival. For a long time, and every day has felt like a battle. Problems kept appearing from every direction. Every victory seemed to create a new challenge. Every solution led to another conflict. Because of that, the idea of peace almost feels strange. Yet that is exactly what makes Episode 5 so interesting. The trailer wants viewers to notice that something has changed. One of the strongest themes in this episode appears to be reflection. When people are constantly fighting, they rarely have time to look back at everything they have experienced. They are too busy dealing with the next problem. But when things slow down, even for a short period, emotions begin to surface. Memories return. People start thinking about decisions they have made and the consequences of those choices. That may be exactly what happens here. The trailer suggests that several characters are entering a period where they can finally look at their lives with a clearer perspective. This sense of calm does not mean every problem has disappeared. Instead, it creates an opportunity for characters to reconnect with parts of themselves that have been pushed aside. Living under pressure changes people. It forces them to focus on survival. It forces them to make difficult decisions. Over time, that pressure can make people forget why they started fighting in the first place. Episode 5 seems ready to explore that idea. The trailer hints that certain characters are beginning to remember what truly matters to them. The ranch itself almost feels like a character during these moments. For generations, it has been a symbol of family, history, and responsibility. Yet recent events have often turned it into a place filled with tension. The peaceful scenes shown in the trailer remind viewers of what the ranch represents when conflict is not controlling every moment. It becomes a place where people can gather, think, and find strength. That feeling gives Episode 5 a unique emotional tone compared to previous chapters of the story. At the same time, the trailer carefully avoids making everything feel completely safe. There is a quiet uncertainty beneath the surface. The characters may be experiencing peace, but many of them know how quickly circumstances can change. Years of hardship have taught them not to trust calm moments too easily. Even when things appear stable, they remain aware that unexpected challenges can arrive without warning. That awareness creates an interesting balance throughout the trailer. The peace feels genuine, but it also feels fragile. One reason this calm period is so important is because it allows relationships to develop in ways that are impossible during a crisis. When people are constantly reacting to danger, conversations become focused on immediate needs. There is little time for honesty. There is little time for understanding. Episode 5 appears ready to slow things down enough for meaningful connections to form. Characters who have struggled to communicate may finally have an opportunity to express what they have been carrying inside. Those emotional moments could become some of the most important scenes in the episode. The trailer also suggests that healing may play a major role in the story. Every character carries scars from past experiences. Some wounds are physical, while others are emotional. Healing does not happen overnight. It requires time, patience, and the willingness to face painful truths. The peaceful atmosphere shown in Episode 5 creates the perfect setting for that process to begin. Whether every character is ready for it remains uncertain, but the opportunity is clearly there. What makes this chapter especially compelling is that viewers know peace rarely lasts forever in stories like this. The trailer understands that expectation and uses it to build suspense. Every calm moment feels valuable because it could disappear at any time. Every smile feels meaningful because viewers understand how difficult it has been to reach this point. That emotional contrast makes the peaceful scenes even more powerful. By the end of this opening section, one thing becomes clear. Episode 5 is not simply about the absence of conflict. It is about what happens when people finally have space to breathe. It is about reflection, healing, and rediscovering what truly matters. The ranch may have found a moment of peace, but that peace is already beginning to reveal deeper truths. And as those truths come to the surface, they may lead the story in a direction nobody expects. The most important mystery in Episode 5 appears to revolve around a discovery that nobody was expecting. While the peaceful atmosphere creates a sense of comfort around the ranch, the trailer quietly hints that something significant is about to be uncovered. At first, it does not seem like a moment that will change everything. In fact, the trailer presents it in a subtle way. There are no dramatic announcements. There are no obvious signs that a major revelation is coming. Yet the reactions of the characters tell a different story. Something has been found, and whatever it is, could have a lasting impact on the future of Dutton Ranch. What makes this discovery so interesting is the timing. It arrives during a period when people are finally beginning to relax. After carrying the weight of so many problems, the family is starting to believe they can focus on rebuilding and moving forward. That sense of hope makes the discovery even more powerful. Instead of appearing during chaos, it emerges during peace. Because of that, its effect feels much larger. It interrupts a moment when everyone thought they finally understood where things were heading. The trailer suggests that this discovery is connected to something from the past. The Dutton Ranch is filled with history. Every piece of land has a story behind it. Every building, every path, and every corner of the property holds memories that stretch back for generations. Because of that, any hidden truth has the potential to reshape how people view the ranch itself. What was once accepted as fact could suddenly be questioned. What seemed settled could become uncertain again. As the characters begin learning more about this discovery, curiosity quickly spreads. People want answers. They want to understand what has been uncovered and why it remained hidden for so long. Some approach the situation with excitement. Others react with caution. The difference in those reactions creates tension throughout the episode. Not everyone sees the discovery in the same way. For some, it represents hope. For others, it may represent a threat. That contrast is one of the strongest parts of the trailer. It reminds viewers that information can change lives depending on who receives it. One person may see an opportunity, while another sees danger. One person may believe the discovery solves a problem, while another believes it creates a new one. Episode 5 appears ready to explore those different perspectives. Instead of presenting a simple answer, it asks a more complicated question. What happens when the truth challenges everything people thought they knew? The emotional impact becomes stronger as more characters become involved. Some begin revisiting old memories. Others start questioning decisions made years ago. Events that seemed unrelated suddenly appear connected. The deeper people look into the discovery, the more they realize it may be linked to larger issues that have been influencing the ranch for a long time. That realization turns a simple finding into something much more important. Another reason this storyline feels so powerful is because it forces characters to confront uncertainty. Human nature pushes people toward stability. Most individuals prefer believing they understand their world. They want clear answers and dependable truths. But discoveries often take that comfort away. They introduce new information that changes familiar situations. The trailer hints that several characters are about to experience exactly that challenge. The truth may not be as simple as they expected. As questions continue building, relationships also begin changing. People who once agreed may suddenly find themselves on opposite sides of an issue. Conversations become more serious. Decisions become more difficult. The discovery acts like a stone thrown into still water. The initial moment may seem small, but the effects spread outward in every direction. Before long, everyone connected to the ranch feels the impact. What makes Episode 5 especially compelling is that the trailer refuses to reveal the full picture. Instead, it offers small clues and brief moments that encourage viewers to form their own theories. Every scene appears carefully chosen to raise curiosity without giving away the answer. This approach creates suspense because viewers understand that something important is happening, but they do not yet know exactly what it means. The more the trailer progresses, the clearer it becomes that the discovery is not simply about information. It is about consequences. Every truth carries consequences. Every hidden secret eventually affects the people connected to it. The question is whether those consequences will bring the family closer together or push them further apart. The answer remains unclear, but the uncertainty makes the story even more engaging. As Episode 5 moves forward, the discovery becomes impossible to ignore. What began as a surprising find starts turning into the center of the entire story. Characters who were focused on personal struggles now find themselves drawn into a larger situation. Old questions return, new mysteries emerge, and the peaceful atmosphere that defined the beginning of the episode slowly becomes more complicated. By the end of this chapter, one thing is certain. The discovery has revealed far more than anyone expected. Instead of providing simple answers, it has opened the door to even bigger questions. The family may have found something valuable, but they are also beginning to realize that some truths come with a price. The deeper they dig, the more complicated the situation becomes. And as the trailer reaches its final moments, it leaves viewers with the feeling that this discovery could become one of the most important turning points of the entire season.